Welcome back, folks, to the Internet Interviews, where we bring on folks from the industry. Our guest of today, Jimmie Yamaguchi.
My name is Jimmie Yamaguchi. I'm a professional voice actor. I've voiced in Zenless Zone Zero, Star Wars Visions, 2XKO, Mobile Legends, and there's a bunch of other stuff still yet to come out that I can't necessarily talk about.
You know, it is the holiday times, folks. I assume that now that, you know, you're back from a few business trips or, you know, a few work trips, we're getting ready for the holidays, maybe?
Yeah, I'm trying. We were just reorganizing the house, getting ready. Holiday season's coming up. Thanksgiving isn't like a huge thing for me, but we gotta get ready for like the Christmas time sort of stuff. I haven't even decorated or anything.
That's
not yet.
Yeah. Honestly, I accidentally, well, not accidentally, but like we have like this old plastic tree that we've had for like almost going on 12 years now. This has been like sort of like the family tree before we moved out to where I. So like that tree went out last year, so we're gonna have to get some.
Oh, you're getting a new one now?
We're getting a new one.
I have some like Hugo and Lycon keychains. I'm gonna turn them into ornaments and hang them on the tree.
Yes, please.
It's gonna be fun. Yeah,
please. We need a photo of the tree.
I'll do some pictures.
Yes, please. Funny enough, there's a TikTok going on because I'm just chronically online sometimes. There's this guy selling this 3D printed copy of Miyabi, and he's like, make sure you guys get your Miya ball today. It's called the Miya ball. Anybody? Okay, I might be so in the sauce with that one. He's like, Miya ball.
You were on the deep dive.
I am deep. That's how deep I am, guys.
Did you save it?
I'll send it over.
Does he sell them? Because if he legit sells ornaments that I can like do a Zenless Christmas tree, because we have like a Charlie Brown one too somewhere.
Oh yeah.
So I could just do a tiny little Zenless one.
It's a TikTok.
Literally just like an ornament?
Yes, it's an ornament
is that all
of
it is?
Miyabi. Yeah. Do you ever do Friendsgiving?
I've done it in the past. And honestly, I really like doing Friendsgiving. It's just, you get so busy that you just can't anymore. But I love doing Friendsgiving. And we don't do like the traditional like things. It wasn't like turkey or anything. It's like, here's a bunch of shrimp and somebody made baked mac and cheese.
There
and
you
this
go.
person is bringing teriyaki wings and this person's, so it's just like a massive spread of food, and that's the way I like it.
Oh, you guys found it. Okay.
Introducing the Miya ball. Printed and assembled
There he is.
without any use of multicolor printing. But I hear you asking, what exactly can I do with this Miya ball? You can kick it, you can throw it,
Yep.
you can tuck it into bed and give it a goodnight kiss. The sky is the limit for what you can do
The
with
sky's the
Miya
limit.
ball. Okay, well, I think
Miya ball.
See, guys, I'm not crazy.
The sky's the limit.
I may be deep in the sauce, but I'm not crazy. Okay.
$12.99. Order now.
But yeah, I think from what I know, they have the not ingredient recipe or whatever. He has it for free, and then you can buy the actual ornaments that he'll sell probably like later, early December, probably.
Okay,
So.
I'm gonna have to make sure I don't miss out on my Miya ball.
On the
Miya ball.
on the Miya ball. We're ready for our very first segment of the Internet Interview, the lightning round of questions. Jimmie, first question, what is your favorite holiday season tradition?
Watching my daughter open presents. That is literally just the thing that brings me the most joy. When people initially started saying, you know, when you first have a child, you'll get to live Christmas all over again, and the feelings.
Yes.
It happened. When you watch them get excited, you get excited again. It's awesome.
Next, this is supposed to be the lightning round. Your comfort food. What's your favorite comfort food when you're feeling a little bit low, when you're feeling sick?
It's when I was feeling down for a little while, what I would do is, because I was working so much, I was stressed, I was tired. It's noodles. It's noodles. So I will create a noodle dish of some sort, and I will have some sake, and I will have it hot, and I'll have that next to me. I'll have the noodles. And when it was not too long ago, I would put on something. And at that time, the something was Midnight Diner. Have you ever seen Midnight Diner? Midnight Diner was on Netflix for a while. But basically, it was a live action show in Japan of a guy who runs a diner, and it's just people come in and you get to watch episodically what their life is like, and they all come to the diner and they all come back for other episodes because they're all sitting around the table.
Gosh.
Slightly campy,
Yeah.
sort of heartfelt show, and I fell in love with it because I would sit there and eat and then watch what they eat and be like, oh, I guess I'm making that tomorrow. I'm a food show type person. But some of my favorite animes now are like Restaurant to Another World, Campfire Cooking, because that's got the new season and I love watching that. Yeah, those are like the things that I love.
Hey Proxies, welcome to day 4 of Gotchamas. What is Gotchamas, you may ask? Well, it's our new annual tradition of making 12 videos before Christmas for the 12 days of Christmas. But all you need to know is that if this video has this little clip in it, this means you can like the video right now and you can gift 5 cents to our charity of choice. This year's being UNICEF, the United Nations Children's Fund, and specifically their holiday campaign to help bring resources that kids need during some of the coldest times of the year. And make sure to join our streams over at twitch.tv/Jshoea, as weekly we will be hosting charity collab events that you and others can participate in to help donate to this great cause. That's all, folks, and on with the video. But you did mention teaching, and for those who know a little bit lore about Jimmie, you starting off in a different couple of fields before you actually landed into voice acting. Do you want to break that down for us a little bit?
Sure.
Yeah.
So I was a teaching assistant, but I had my sub certificate. People kept saying like, you should go get your full teaching certificate. And I'm like, no, I want to be a voice actor. I don't want to do that. So I stayed with the teaching assistant for, I was almost like 12 years, something like that, 12, 13 years. I forget the exact amount. Then while simultaneously doing that, I was doing stagehand work for concerts. You know, Chicago, Def Leppard, Rihanna, Madonna, Britney Spears, stuff like that.
Whoa!
And I did that for almost an equal amount of time as teaching. I also host trivia. So if you go to restaurants, bars, pubs, stuff like that, and they have trivia there, I've done that for years now. Then the pandemic hit. And that's when I was finally able to go, let's do the voice acting thing. Let's really give it a solid try. When I initially started, it was literally just our spare room, and I created custom sound panels.
No, because, you know, a lot of the voice actors we've kind of interviewed on this segment, Chad, they have so many different makeshift booths and ideas. It's
hundreds upon hundreds, if not thousands of dollars on sound panels. Those sound panels have worked for me for years. Do you know what it is? Cardboard box that I cut up. Then I got batting, which is the same stuff in blankets, and laid it in sheets and layers. 14, 15, 16, 17 layers, whatever I did. Then I just found whatever scrap cloth I had, put it over top of it, stapled it together, taped it down with duct tape, and there's your sound panel. Yeah, so if you're thinking about voice acting, start with the ones I did because I'm still using them now.
You know, kind of to harken back a little bit to your origin stories in terms of, you know, your different careers, you already knew you wanted to be a voice actor even while you're still working a couple of those jobs. What kind of brought you, I guess, to the voice acting industry?
I've said it before that the TV show, the show that got me in, that solidified my desire to be a voice actor, was Fruits Basket.
Whoa!
Yeah.
What? Oh,
that is from like the early 2000s.
Yes. But I mean, we've mentioned Fruits Basket as one of our big inspirations. When it comes to even just the job that we do today, have there been any like true inspirations that have helped you to craft the voices that you've made?
Yeah, because you get hit on the daily, and when you're an actor, you pay attention to everybody, or at least I do. You pay attention to all of the actors. Laura Bailey is pretty much the reason that I decided to start. Alan Tudyk is beyond good in general. He's like in everything, and he's phenomenal. Stanley Tucci. I'm trying to think of who else, because you want to branch out outside of just the voice acting in general. Here's the biggest thing. In the video game anime community, we always say voice actors, the voice. If the world had been created differently, and instead of calling us voice actors, we had just said, they're an animation actor, they're a video game actor, they are an anime actor instead of a voice actor, people would not focus so much on the voice, it would be on the performance itself, which is what you need to do as an actor. That's what's going to get you the gig. That's what's going to make the performance have meaning. Anybody can come up with a voice, putting your everything into the creation of a believable person that's going to make things real for the audience.
Oh my gosh, that's a pretty enlightening way to put it, because the best voice acting is, has the ability to immerse you in the world, in the conversation. Oh, that's so
and there's don't discredit your voice in general. The cool part is, in this particular field, you can have a very odd or unique voice that you have been made fun of, that people will say that's never going to happen, and you'll get hired. You will, because of the uniqueness of you. That's what's going to book you, not sounding like someone else. It's fine to do impression, but that's not necessarily going to book you the work.
Got you.
It's being able to be the authentic character that you are bringing to it. So you're bringing the you to the character. That's what you really are going for.
It's time for chat Q&A. You're gonna have to forgive me, because here's some context. My community loves the zzzero characters. This question is from Evelyn's Thighs.
Right.
If you didn't pick up voice work, what other career path could you see yourself doing?
Yeah, if I didn't go into acting in general, the one I always say, because I still kind of want to do it, is a food blogger, where I just go around and eat delicious food and blog and be like, this is delicious, you should come to this place. This place opened up this time, and I would love to do something like that. But again, as I've said, I love food. It's, I'm a foodie, so it's something that I love.
Is there a character that you've played that you've kind of came out of the session learning something or learning a valuable lesson when it pertained to their character, their storyline?
It's funny. That happens a lot, more than you would think. For Hugo himself, I started learning a little bit more about the trauma he's been through and how I would potentially handle certain scenarios. So you reflect on, if it was literally me in this scenario, how would I handle it? Would I treat Lycon the same way, with that bitter, sassy cynicism still? Would I still have that loathing towards him? In the very beginning, would I have that loathing still? And you reflect upon it as time goes on, and then your answer will change as things go by.
Yeah. What is your one suggestion for those who want to get into the voice acting scene? From Narbel.
This is always asked among voice actors. So I want to try and handle this specifically and a little different. Narbel, if you are willing to help assist me in answering the question, I would like to cater it specifically to you. Would you give me a general age range, a general experience amount that you've had, and how far along you might even say you might be? So experience, like, how much acting have you done? And I need you to understand something. For a coach, you never ever need to worry about impressing your coach. That's not the point. The point is so the coach can know exactly where you are, formulate a plan to then make you skyrocket and be amazing. That's the point. So don't try to, your goal isn't to be like, oh, you're so impressive, you're going to be a star, I'm going to help make it. That's not your goal. Your goal is just to be better every single day, step by step. This is your chance to have your anime training montage. Don't lose that chance.
I hope that they are in chat, because these questions were submitted. They might have been submitted like outside of this live session. Narbel, if you are here, please. And I think the advice of like the anime training arc being a focal point still of the process is super important, because a lot of people tend to forget the process is something that you are in control of versus like the outcome and the reception of whatever XYZ. Right?
Most people only see the result.
Yes.
They don't see your struggle beforehand. They think that the result just happens because you just happen to be super talented. You got super talented because you worked your butt off. Did anybody answer in chat?
I do not think so. No.
That's okay. So then I will cater this to a slightly younger crowd. Late teens from around 18 to maybe mid-20s is what we'll shoot for in this range. Your acting experience, I will pretend, is pretty bare bones, maybe a play or two in high school. So here's what I think you should do. One, you need to utilize all the free resources you have, and there are quite a few of them now. And that includes the ones in your local area, because you need to have a solid acting foundation. So you may want to audition for your local community plays, the ones at your college, the ones in your high school, things like this, so you can start getting a good solid foundation. For the equipment, if you're just starting out, USB mic is fine for practice, but you're not necessarily going to use that in a professional setting. While you're still learning the basics of everything, I want you to really try to pay attention to what you are seeing from the best performers. Pay attention to how they are performing said scene. And I'm talking about in both anime and video games, but also in movies. So you're going to want to pay attention to your Jack Nicholsons, your Meryl Streeps, your Stanley Tucci's. You're going to want to pay attention to all these people, because these are the ones that are in the upper echelons of acting, and they're there for a reason. So you need to pay attention to those things. In order to start practicing your voiceover, get free software. Practice by finding a script, reading it as the character, going back, listening to yourself. Hate listening to yourself, because the first time you do it, you're going to hate it.
Yes.
And then as it will pass. You're gonna hate listening to yourself, but the more you do it, the more you're just like, oh yeah, I shouldn't have done that. I should have said it this way, or I should have inflected down on this one, because that it indicates a completion of the sentence. I want you to go on Spotify, Apple, and find all the free podcasts on voice acting that you can, because a lot of them are already coaches, a lot of them are already good, and a lot of them give the same coaching that they give on YouTube and everything that you would give when you pay them. The only difference is that coaching will then come with correction, which is also helpful. Good coaching is going to cost you anywhere between $150 to $300 per hour. Exceedingly expensive, I know. But if you want to do this, you're going to need some coaching. So you're going to have to kind of get a side gig, which is kind of what I did, why I had working, teaching, and doing stage crew, and doing trivia, all at the same time. I would take whatever resources I can, set it a little bit aside, so that I could get my training in this. And then once you start building up some skills and start auditioning, and maybe you'll book a gig, do a good job, go all in, do the best you can. The most important thing I can teach you, this is a very small industry. Do not be a jerk. That's it. Be kind, be professional, be respectful. People remember that. The moment you come in like a diva, you're done. It's toast. Nobody's gonna care. Nobody's gonna want to work with you. And it not working with you can be just as simple as you turn in your audition, it'll be like, who? Nah. And just throw it in the trash. So just be respectful. That's it. I hope that helps a little bit.
That helped a lot, I think. That's literally the step to step. That should be, Jimmie Yamaguchi's, 101 to actual voice acting.
Remember, it's about believable performances. There's nothing wrong with impressions, impersonations, but if you're gonna do that, be flawless. Don't just be able to do one line. Be flawless. Be able to do anything as that character. And keep in mind, being a popular anime character, being able to copy that exactly isn't necessarily as good as being able to do Bugs Bunny or Mickey Mouse flawlessly. Because those are true legacy characters that have been around for decades. And if you can be the next Mickey Mouse, you're set.
I could do it okay, Mickey Mouse. No, I won't do it in front of me. No, sorry. No, I'm trying to. That's like one of my only somewhat listenable impressions.
I'm not an impression guy. I'm it's just never been my skill set, and it might be yours. So if that's your thing and you're good at it, go all in and go at it really hard, because then if people notice you and that you're good at it, they might pull you in for something called a voice match, which isn't necessarily the same thing. But a voice matches are people who get pulled in to fix a line that Ryan Reynolds did, but the audio got messed up. So you have to sound like Ryan Reynolds to redo the line, because it's cheaper to hire you than Ryan Reynolds.
Oh my gosh.
I think Ryan Reynolds his voice match actor is this epic trailer guy.
What?
I think that's who it is. I'm not 100% positive, but I think that's who it is.
That's
they'll pull you in, you do the voice match for the line, they pay you a bunch of money, you go home. The end.
Dang. Tom Hanks's voice match is his own brother. Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah.
With that, Jimmie, thank you so much for coming on the Internet Interviews.
Thank you for having me. It was a lot of fun.
Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, Jimmie. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
See you guys next time. It's your boy Josh. Peace.